Hi everyone, welcome back to another Pushing Film in Conversation video. This time it's actually in person, and I'm here today joined by Jessica Ibarra, and we are friends from previously from Sydney through YouTube, but please give everyone a little intro to yourself and what you do.
So my name is Jessica Ibarra. Thank you for saying my name correctly. I run vivalafilm. We are a film camera store. We buy, sell, and trade film cameras, and we also repair film cameras, lenses. We do restoration, we do CLAs, we do minor repairs, electronic repairs, and mechanical repairs.
Yeah. And before, I stuffed up the first version of the video and we had a little bit of a chat off camera. You're really passionate about film camera repairs. You found your niche, you found that passion in repairing cameras, and it's something that is really important because it's a dying art in the world of film photography. And we actually had a little bit of a tour of Jess's repair space, and at some point during the video I'm going to show people some of that, where you showed me all the amazing bits and pieces and the tools and what it takes to actually repair a film camera, because it's not simple. Why is it that it's something that's not so straightforward as people think, and what was required for you to learn the skills
and
to get you where you are now?
Yeah, well, a lot of backwards engineering for studies. I myself, I'm a camera collector, and collecting cameras, you receive broken cameras and you kind of want them to work. I'm not just a camera collector collecting, I do like shooting them, so I like them to be in working condition. So initially I just trying to fix my own problems, trying to fix my own cameras, opening things up, having a look at what was wrong on the inside, trying to figure it out. I quickly came to a realization that I really loved that. I really loved the mechanisms and the workings inside a camera. I can lose myself in it, really.
Yeah.
And I did try to acquire more knowledge, but like you said, it's a dying art. It's a lot like an stochastic art. It's like being a doctor or a mechanic. And the people that had the knowledge either had retired, had passed away, or are still busy within the industry trying to make money repairing digital cameras. And being such a time-consuming exercise, a lot of people don't have the time to be able to teach it. I got really lucky that I found a mentor. He's now retired, and I acquired a lot of his equipment and his knowledge and the notes that he took over 40 years of repairing cameras. And I've been kind of absorbing it and trying to learn it over the last few years. I'm also studying electronic engineering to try to better understand how to be able to fix more point and shoots, as they are becoming a lot more popular in the last a year or so. They're really boomed, and nobody's making them. It's really hard. I don't think they'll be able to make them at the quality that they did in their heyday. And there wasn't many of them, and they're all quite delicate, and we just want to try to keep as many of them alive as possible.
Yeah, well, they were like the peak of technology for the time, which has now evolved to something completely different. And repairing all these cameras is definitely no easy endeavor. What we'll do now is we'll cut the video to the bit where you showed me all this amazing gear and tools and equipment and parts that you do have access to. It's not everything, but I hope you guys enjoy a bit of this.
So this stuff here is with my main tools live in. A lot of the stuff that we use to open camera tops, and a lot of these things are like handmade tools. They don't make them anymore, so these are all handmade to fit particular cameras. As you can see, this one does the Pentax SB top, and we have lots of different sizes. This specific desk is equipped with a magic draw, so you don't lose the little screws, Before this desk, I used to spend a lot of time taking the floorboards off here, trying to get the screws from underneath when they used to pop down and disappear. But yeah, this holds them now. Parts galore over here. So things like whatever screw you might want to need, if they're sunk or countersunk, or if they're screws that go left to right or right to left. We have them all nicely organized. But mostly I use you know, I use this, a couple of tweezers, and my screwdrivers. These are like kind of my cleaning solutions. These are moly and PL15. They're lubricants for different parts of the camera that you use. We also have special kinds of oil for mechanical parts.
It's amazing how many different kinds of lubricants you need for different applications, whether it's a lens or...
Yeah, I mean, that's a few. There's only 4. That's the ones that I use most often. But actually, if you come, I think it's down here. This is actually the bulk load of lubricants. You cannot use the wrong lubricant on the on different parts, because a lot of the times the lubricants will have caustic elements in it that will make damage the part.
Yeah.
Or it will only last
short term.
Yeah. And we do get quite a lot of hobbyists spraying WD-40 inside their cameras and then bringing them to me, which is a no-no. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, please don't use WD-40.
Please forget about WD-40. There is nicer things that you can use. If you really need to, if you really want to do your own repair and you need to know what would be the best thing to put inside something, you can always send me a message on my Instagram account and ask me. I'm happy to help you.
When you get through all the different messages and things that you have,
when I get through, it is. We, like I said, we have lots of stuff. Like we do electronic components repairs on cameras. We do conversions. These are the little diodes I use for converting for mercury batteries.
So you can do conversions from...
Yeah, I can do conversions for like the Olympus.
625 type.
Yeah. And also for like, a lot of Minolta X700s and X300s, they actually have problems with their capacitors. So we do replace the capacitors, because a lot of times when you find one of those cameras that is not working, it's usually the capacitor that has blown. We do shutter repairs as well, and we do keep the most popular ones. We keep them here, but we do have more shutters, and we have the ability to order. We have actually some friends in Germany and some friends in Japan. Things like this. We do rewind dials, all the mechanical parts. This is mostly for K1000s. I do quite a lot of K1000s because I do work with the universities and some of the film schools. So they do send their cameras annually for a service to us.
So you have a constant flow of work.
Yeah. Well, we definitely do. We are getting a lot busier now. And we keep parts, like I said, for everything. I think you were looking for a X700.
The little XD. Advanced lever cap,
and we do have
such an obscure little part, and you have them.
That's we have them all here.
All very nicely organized.
Yeah, we have here specific tools. These are all specific tools, and they're all for like specific cameras. Little things like to get to special places and grab special parts. All of these have been handmade. None of this stuff you can find anymore. Or even back in the time you couldn't find, because the companies used to make it proprietary to the technicians for that particular brand. So if you wanted to be able to like do a range of brands, you either had to become qualified for that brand or troubleshoot your way around it and make the tools as you were like digesting inside a camera. This one of my favorite tools.
What is that?
It's actually a screwdriver, but with the because I'm working on this with the Olympus OM2s, OM1s. There's actually a little, you can see it here. There is little thing that lives inside under the mirror box. Here is where all your adjustments are inside the camera. Yeah, that's where you do all your shutter speeds adjustments and your light meter adjustments. Actually, the 2 light meter diodes are sitting on either side here, one here and one over there.
So that's unique to Olympus because the shutter is in the front.
Is in the front, correctly. And to get to that particular part, you have to get this screw out, and you can only get it out with. Actually, you had to disassemble the entire camera to get it out. You couldn't get in there without disassembling camera or bending bending somehow a screwdriver and trying to get in there. But my mentor actually got this done for himself. And this part inside here is actually from a Hasselblad camera, which is really cool. He saw the gears inside the Hasselblad camera and he's like, that'll work. And
That's
yeah,
cool.
he made some amazing things. Sometimes when we have to hold some parts that need to be higher when we're working, we'll bring this stuff out and put the lenses and things. Or if we need to get inside lenses and push things out.
Elements.
Do elements, we'll do it with this. Yeah, if we have to push elements. But we use a micrometer, especially on the front here while you're attaching, the ability to move that backwards and forwards. These are a lot of the stuff that we use for cleaning. We do make parts as well, screw holes, or especially on plastic cameras, they do tend to come out. We do make a new, like we do
Thread.
tap. Yeah, no, we
Rethreading?
tap. So we tap a higher, bigger hole. We put in a metal pod. We fill it up with a special epoxy, and then make a new thread inside there,
Wow.
which is going to be much much stronger than
Yeah, it's so much
Yeah.
work just because of one screw.
one screw. Yeah. But that's what to say. It's not a time thing. Yeah, it does take quite a lot of time. That's a ultrasonic cleaning machine. We do drop quite a lot of the parts of the camera in there, and then we do the right lubricating or cleaning of the parts. We do retouching as well, because we do camera rebuilds and restoration. Retouch your paint. We do burnishing and polishing of the metals, connections to all the different cameras. So
So you don't have to have a specific
I don't have
battery
to have
for
a
each
specific
camera.
battery. No, I just have the connections and I connect them to the camera. Yeah, and it's a lot easier and that way cleaner as well. This is where our main test equipment happens. This is where we do all the CLAs. Quickly clean up and get rid of the dust, especially when we're working on lenses. Like I said, this is our shutter tester. We use this to test and calibrate the shutters when cameras come for a CLA. We're lucky, we got the one that has the 2 probes. We can do SLRs, and we can also do point and shoots, which is pretty good.
And rangefinders?
Yeah, we can do rangefinders too. We actually have, I'll have to turn it off to put the other one on, but we also have this is also handmade. It's actually an infinity target to align rangefinders and to align lenses. We have special adapters that were made so the cameras are sitting at the right levels for the adjustments. Like if you were, for example, to do an Olympus strip, you will need to use this to use with all the stuff. So it makes it easier.
One tool is just for the Olympus trip.
Yeah, this is just for the Olympus strip.
It was
That's
created.
it. It was just created for the Olympus strip. Yeah, we do quite a lot of Olympus strips. They're quite a popular camera. They're also popular within schools. So because I service the cameras for universities and schools, I do have tools that make that job easier. Over here, I have tools that are for calibrating the machines, because these machines also need calibration. And they're homemade tools that my mentor made for calibrating the machine. They used to have technicians that used to come out and do this, but obviously at some point the technicians stopped coming. And this is where all the supplies for our workshop are. We do have some other tools, specific tools for Leica. This is electronic repair, wiring and shrinking tape. We have cleaning supplies for when we do CLAs. We use a single sheet of. They don't make them anymore. They used to be supplied here in Australia a while ago, but they're made out of silk. So they're very special. I have the last lot that it was ever made, and we use that when we're doing lenses or mirrors, or because you can clean with them and they don't leave any mark, they don't even any scratches, and we use them once and then they get disposed away. We do leather replacements, so we have leather things, how to cut them, special tapes that we use to hold the leather down. We also can make curtains, so we have everything we need. Shutter curtains, yeah, we have them. I can't make them for every single camera. It comes on like a camera model base. I'm trying to do a few, but not every single model. And sometimes if people are willing to, let me have a go at it, I might end up with something that is really good.
Yeah.
seals replacement. We do have all different kinds and sizes here. And then we have parts. So that's one of the things that we're always looking for. Parts for different cameras. We're running out of parts, guys. If that's one of the things that I think this video will be good for. If you do have a broken camera or you know, or even pieces of a camera that you're not using, contact us. We're happy to, like, you know, buy the parts from you, because we're running out of parts. And even cameras for parts are selling for hundreds of dollars on eBay now. And it's getting harder for us to find the supply to be able to continue to repair cameras. We try to keep everything organized so we can be efficient. We have shutters, but like it's on a camera model basis. Okay, we don't have parts for absolutely everything, but we try to keep the stuff that is more popular available. We also repair projectors. I've been trained to repair projectors and the bells on them.
Wow.
So that's also something that we do. It's not very common that I get asked to do it, but I can do it.
So people can reach out to you with any inquiry, really, and there's a good chance you can do it.
Yeah, there is. Well, look,
or try it.
I can try to do it. We don't have parts for everything. There is thousands of models of cameras out there. I'll show you a book in a little while. You can see where most of the mechanical cameras are, anyways. But there is also not manuals for everything. So a lot of the stuff, at least at the beginning, now I have a lot more access to manuals, as I bought a whole lot of stuff in the last couple of years. But not every single camera has a repair manual, and I am not trained on like thousands of cameras. I've only been doing this for like 7 years. So like since I started like taking cameras apart, like it's been about 7 years. So it's you know. And as I go through my experience, I learn more, and hopefully I can save more cameras. Nikon SLR, and let's say we're looking for the Nikon F.
So these are repair notes and guides?
These are repair notes and guides, and they will have like simple steps on how to top cover, front cover, mirror replacement. And so then we don't have to reinvent the wheel every time that we get a camera, because the repair manuals for each camera can be hundreds of pages long, and then I can't it would be unfair to ask me to remember like how each screw for every camera for 2,000 different models of cameras. So this makes it a lot more efficient and easy. What wires should be taken out and which ones shouldn't. And then usually he will have some faults as well on each one of the manuals, like the more common faults, popular camera. And we also have the actual manuals. If I wanted to actually access the actual manual, we also have the actual manuals on Fishit. And I have inside my storage room, I have a machine.
The viewer.
The viewer, yeah. So I can actually access the manual. And I have that for all of the cameras as well. But like, as you can tell, even just getting the viewer out and having a look at the manual, that takes time. So we do this with a lot of love, and we try to, be the most cost efficient and fair with our repairs. But it is a labor of love and time.
Absolutely. Because there is a lot involved.
Yeah, there is a lot involved into repairing cameras.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a tour of Jess's amazing repair space and sharing some of her knowledge and the challenges and difficulties of what it takes to even be able to repair a fraction of some of the popular cameras that we have today. So what I want to encourage you all to do is reach out to Jess for any repair-related inquiries, and please tell everyone where they can find you and how to inquire about a repair.
Excellent. Well, we do have a website, vivalafilm.com. You can also find us on Instagram. We do have a YouTube channel that's kind of antiquated. It's been maybe a couple of years since we put a video up. We'll try to come back, but like right now I'm busy trying to acquire as much knowledge so we can try to fix as many models as possible within the next, decade to come. Hopefully film stays alive and keeps going strong.
Yeah, well, you're doing great work supporting this community, and there's not many people doing what Jess does and having the sheer amount of knowledge. And I noticed you said earlier that you've only been studying it for 7 years or repairing for 7 years?
Yeah, like I mean, I opened my first camera about 7 years ago, like, and I was very self-taught and self-exploratory.
Yeah.
But
there's
yeah.
a long way to go. You
I can already tell that it's a long way to go, and I can probably go forever because there is thousands of models of cameras. And
so please help out, reach out with repairs, and as Jess mentioned earlier in the other part of the video, if you have any broken cameras that could be used for parts, maybe even reach out about that because that would be helpful.
Yeah, please, guys. We are running out of parts when it comes to you know, being able to repair cameras, especially like things, especially things that are like more prone to get broken. Prices in eBay are going up, and even broken things, you know, it's just very expensive now. So if you do have any parts or any cameras for parts, we're happy to buy them from you. Reach out to us and we can create a quote. You help us, we help you, and together we help the community.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me here today, Jess, inviting me into your space. And I'm glad we got to catch up in Sydney, both through this and doing the workshop, which you helped sponsor as well.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
You guys did amazing. It's a really good day.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to Obi as well.
Yeah, this is Obi, my little dog over here. He's my helper.
Yeah.
He carries the parts around.
Awesome. All right, guys.
Anyway,
thanks for watching.
Thank you, guys.
See you next time.
See ya.